fuck going on, guys? It's me, Casey Francis O'Brien, and I'm here on it's gonna be my last day here. You can't tell by the purgatory atmosphere. We already have police sirens going off, crows are already in position surrounding me, and I had $20 left after, I don't even know what I bought. I'd have to go back through and see. It's probably just $5 on McDonald's plus $4 for Ben and Jerry's plus $4 for pizza, and somehow I spent $80 in 2 days on that. So I probably look fat as shit. Look, let's give you a fit check. That's what I look like, man. I've realized that what the crows are really doing is they're eating knowledge. So all this fighting that I'm doing is emotional Bitcoin mining and consciousness mining. And I get to break through as I start to take in a lot of stuff. I get blessings and downloads from the universe. And then when the crows come every morning and I feel it all ripped out like spaghetti, and sometimes I have spirit guides that tell me things. I noticed that the only time I ever have voices in my head that aren't like very conscious, bright downloads, when I have voices, is when I'm shifting paradigms and I'm escaping fear. And something comes in just to try to put me back in. So I want to tell you that most of these people, if they're real, and there's enough evidence now that reality is subjective, so they're not always real. It's individualized based on the person, and you're constantly moving through different servers based on your internal frequency. Because the simulation is very big. Yep. So I'm able to catch a bad vibe. So you can hear me starting to it's harder to speak, and I'm starting to sound weaker. I'm able to clock what's attacking me. And I look around, and I'm able to see in what direction before I even get to the environment. Who's going to be attacking me? They're already on go mode. And I'm getting more aware of that. If you notice the synchronicity of everything, I'm never alone. No problem. I cut through. They're all stuck in this pit of dense, old world stuff that my optimism naturally cuts through. But they've been going hard in the paint trying to get me. What did Andrew Tate say? They said when the Matrix is after you, and that doesn't mean the people in power, that means the system itself. They try to subconsciously program you so that your free will gets diverted to attacking yourself. So they place your entire day to put you in a state of fear. So that, like Kendrick said, I don't even have to kill these rappers because they did it to themselves. But I just keep chasing the carrots on the stick. Eventually, maybe I'll make it out. I don't care how people see me, look. I got my back showing up and shit. I don't care anymore. I don't care what they think. Because they're not real. Watch. Can you see how it's all timed? Thank you. Get sunlight, go out in nature, lift your vibration, raise your awareness, make a decision for yourself. Goodbye. And I power through it because I'm trained. I have like a PhD in this now. So I'm gonna spend my last day eating these nice breakfast sandwiches, charging my phone, and then I'm gonna go to the next town broke. 44444 on the license plate. And the only reason for most people that it seems crazy and not chaotic is because they're not willing to accept and hold on to something long enough to grow different than the status quo. Does that make sense? When you start to hold different beliefs and you start to kind of reach out and look at different things, that compiles and you start to extend yourself past what you're comfortable with perceiving. And you can get to different truths that are still true. And then those compile into individuality, and you might even break free for a little bit. And then you'll start to experience what I'm talking about. But if you don't experience what I'm talking about, I don't trust that you have a valuable opinion. Because every billionaire I've met in my life, and I've met billionaires, every millionaire that I've met, every famous person I've met goes through what I'm talking about. And they just see you guys as peasants. You're just here to, the judgmental people. And you know the people I'm talking about. If you don't know the people I'm talking about, you're the people I'm talking about. You guys are just the slaves for us. We're tormented because if we're not, it would be so easy to have all you guys be our slaves. We wouldn't whip you, but it's obvious there's a genetic difference. Nothing to do with race. And we're probably the most humble souls that would care the most. I don't think any of you guys should be in power. Look at all these red cars that are showing up. I don't think you saw it, but there's 5 of them now. And they all went, one went this way, one went this way, and then one was behind me. They're circling me. But what's cool about this is that this echo of all this metal here and all this, when I sing at night, it echoes across the entire town and everyone can hear me at night. The entire town heard me every single night. So if you support the channel, thank you for watching. If you're going through the same thing I'm going through, just know that they're trying to stop your awareness and stop you from being present to the moment and making decisions. Because when you get that comfortable momentum in life that you are guiding the ship and you start to feel more comfortable and embrace more of it, making a more vivid experience, they get farther away from you and you get closer to something else. So what they want is to keep you in this cycle, this perpetual farm of getting a little bit and then taking it, and getting a little bit and then taking it. The crows are here to enforce it. I wouldn't suggest killing them, but I would suggest if you had a BB gun or something, if you can't do it with intentions, just scare them away a little bit, and then watch, be a scientist. Watch how the world reacts to different beliefs and intentions that you set in the present moment. And watch, fight for something. I've been fighting for 20 years. Fight for something. Watch how being righteous gets you attacked almost instantly.